Have you ever struggled with a very emotional prospect on the other side of your phone call, specifically, especially if you're in final expense telesales, to the point where you are a little nervous, you don't really know how to handle the client, and you're just like, oh, that's okay, I understand, and now's probably not a good time, I'll put you on my schedule, maybe when you feel better and you can talk more and we'll get back to you later. If that is the case, stay tuned, because I'm about to share a live phone call that I had with a client this week who was just that. She was just a train wreck. Her husband passed away a year ago. She was still emotional about it, and I picked up on that within the first 60 seconds of the call. I want you to pay attention to a couple of key things in this call that I'm about to share with you so you know how to handle an emotional prospect without just hanging up the phone because you're afraid and you don't know how to handle the situation. Remember, Mildred clicked on the ad for a reason. She needed to talk about final expense for a reason. But before we dive too far into everything, hello and welcome if we have not yet met. My name is Ashley. I'm a final expense telesales agent. I do work from the comfort of my own home. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. Found a way to crush it in the space without being a slave to the space, and I can write anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month on my own pen, and now I help pour into other agents, and I teach others to do the same. So before you listen to this video, I want you to really take note of a couple things to pay attention to. One, how empathetic I am towards Mildred and her pain. I let her know that I'm here for her, I'm walking alongside her, and I'm gonna do my best to take care of her. Also notice that I give her space to feel her emotions a little bit. I don't talk over her, I'm slowing the tempo of my presentation down, and I am literally right there alongside her. When we get into the pain and the why part of the presentation, I want you to hear her when her emotions are so high and she is so overwhelmed. She's literally starting to tell me, I don't care. I can't do this right now. And I want you to watch how I took, essentially how you can say, since, from Texas, you take the bull by the horns, so to speak, and I literally took her by the hand and I told her, we are going to do this and I am here to help you. This is how you handle a client who's very emotional. You have to understand, I always tell my agents, you got to remember how you got to the part in the call. Wherever you're at in the call, always remember how you got there. Mildred was literally scrolling on her phone. She saw something about burial. She clicked on it. Maybe she was engaging with the bot. Either way, she picked up the phone. She's answering questions. She's letting you take her through the journey to get to a buying decision. And so wherever you're at in the script, when someone says, I don't care, I don't want this, you got to stop. You got to take the sale away and you got to put your foot down and help drive them to a buying decision. Mildred, in this call, she did find a policy that was a good fit for her. We got her applied and approved for immediate coverage. So I hope you learn a lot from this call. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, comment below. If you find value from this content, please smash that subscribe button and I will see y'all in the next video.
Hi, is Pearl there?
This is her.
Hey, Pearl, this is Ashley. I was just giving you a call back from the request you sent in on Facebook. Shows you needed a quote on some final expense coverage, and I do have you in New Mexico. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And were you looking for this coverage on you or a loved one?
No, for me, my husband, we had AARP, but let me tell you, my husband passed away July the 30th last year.
Oh,
and,
I'm so sorry.
They told me I had I forgot what it's called. I had a heart attack because they said it was a broken heart syndrome or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. They flew me to Lubbock, Texas, but they said I had the heart attack because I lost my husband.
Mm-hmm. That's Pearl. My deepest condolences. Losing our partner in crime is not anything anyone ought to ever have to go through.
It's awful.
Do what, Miss Pearl?
I said it's awful. It's awful.
Yeah. How long were y'all married?
We would have been 41 years.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, let me see how I can help you here, okay? I'm going to do my best for you. So,
well, look, anyways, I was telling you I had that AARP too.
Yes, ma'am.
And after I had the heart attack, not having my husband, I forgot
Oh,
my bills,
did it?
and I think I lost my insurance. Shit,
Yeah.
we've been paying on it like 30-something years.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That can happen. When we get sick and stuff and people are in the hospital and we don't pay the bills. Nowadays, Miss Pearl, because that actually happens a lot to families. Nowadays, the carriers, they actually set everything up on like an auto draft. That way, if ever you are tied up in the hospital or there's something going on, they can still continue drafting the premium, and there's built-in protections. So the cash value inside the policy, we can set it up for you to where if ever something like that happens again in the future, the cash value would just, inside the plan, would make the premium payment so your policy never lapses. Would that be some things that would be helpful to you moving forward?
Is this like you guys helping seniors out or no?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So that's why I'm calling you. Just so you know, I'm a broker. So what I get to do is we're going to look at every carrier in the state. Everything is based off of your age and your health, but the goal is to see if we can find you immediate protection at the most affordable rate. Most of the families I help are on like Social Security disability. So always important it's affordable. You're on SSI?
I'm on SSI.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. And then, Ms. Pearl, your main concern, we're trying to make sure your final expenses are taken care of?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, let's go ahead and look at this for you. What's your date of birth? 1962. Happy belated birthday. And your height and your weight on a good day?
5'7", 171.
171. Do you use any kind of nicotine?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. It's just that happened when my husband passed away. We were so close.
I know. And then for you, Miss Pearl, some of the carriers we're looking at take certain types of payment methods, others don't. Do you carry a traditional account with the bank, or do you use like a direct express card with the government?
No, my son-in-law came from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and opened me a bank account where my SSI can go straight to.
Okay, so you have a traditional. And then for your health, let's look into this. What month and year was that heart attack, this year or last?
No, it was last year, July the 30th.
July of last year. Okay. How are you holding up? Did the doctors kind of get you squared away? Is your heart?
Yeah, I'm good. It's just they say a lot of people that have been married for a long time, and that's my partner in crime.
Oh yeah. No,
I
gotcha.
Yeah,
I know it.
I've been good all my life, everything, and I don't know.
So let me ask you this, Miss Pearl. Are you on any prescription medications of any kind for anything else, like blood pressure, inhalers?
No.
Okay. And aside from last year when you were at the hospital, was there any other time in the last 2 years you've been hospitalized for anything?
No, none. Never, ever, ever.
Okay, good. So keep taking care of yourself. You're doing really well. Before I jump too far into it, it's important to me with the way of the world that you know who you're talking to. So I just sent you over a text message. You have a copy of my digital card. You're going to see my face, my license number, all of my contact information's there for you, okay? So if you need anything else, like a copy of my New Mexico license, just ask. I can get that your way. So now looking at these programs here, everything's sorted in price ranges for me, Ms. Pearl, so you got to let me know where to kind of start shopping at for you. Would you say somewhere between like $60 to $80 a month? Is that comfortable or a bit too much?
Well, what's going to be the policy? I mean, how much is the policy?
That's a good question. That's what I'm going to try to look into for you. But like I said, they're kind of sorted in price ranges, so I need to kind of know where to start looking, and then we can kind of get an idea and kind of go up or down from there. Would you say like the 60 to 80, would that be comfortable, or is that for sure just a bit too much? Do we need to look maybe between like 40 to 60 or?
Well, I just want to know what the coverage is, and then I can for
kind
sure
of go from there.
Yeah, because I had $35,000, and I was only paying $27 a month till
Mm-hmm.
thinking that my kids would be paying for it, since I was in the hospital. But yeah, I guess they didn't. They got their own lives.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, so you had that AARP for quite some time. Just so you're aware, with these life insurance plans, everything's based off of age and health. So even if you were in perfect health, just because you have gotten older, the rates will increase, okay? So I'm going to do my best for you, get you the most competitive rate I can for the most coverage. Let me ask you this so we make sure we have enough protection in place. Do you know your final wishes, Miss Pearl? Do you want a cremation or a burial? What's that look like?
Probably get cremated.
A cremation, okay. With a cremation, do you know if your family would want like a viewing and a ceremony, or would they keep it simple with just a cremation?
You know what? I don't know.
Okay. So I guess really whichever way you go, since we don't know, we need to make sure at least like a full service cremation is taken care of just in case that's what they're wanting, or would you just opt to just make sure the basic cremation's covered?
Just whatever. They can throw me in cremate me and throw me in my pet cemetery. I don't care. I ain't gonna be here.
Okay, I gotcha. So just probably then just a simple cremation. Do you know about how much that's costing families in New Mexico?
They charged us $7. So, oh God, I can't remember. I know they charged us $7 something to cremate my husband, but I wasn't here. I was in the hospital, so my children took care of most of they took care of all of it. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. So, yeah, it's showing in your state the average cost of a cremation. The average is about $1,800, but it can be as low as about $750. So it sounds like in your zip code, about $700 is the going rate. So really, the goal for keeping that covered, you at least leave $700, and anything above the $700, that's just the I love you money to your children, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha. And I take it for you, just like with your husband, your children would be in charge of making sure everything was handled for you?
Yes.
Okay. And kind of walk me back here, Miss Pearl. I know that you said your children handled everything last year. God forbid if something happened to you this week. I assume, or is your children able to cremate you? Could they cover that cost for you?
Well, I don't know. I hope so.
Oh, man. Have you talked to them about this?
No, I haven't. I don't know.
Okay.
To tell you the truth, I don't even care.
Okay. When you say you don't care, I guess kind of, I know, Miss Pearl, I know that your heart's hurting, and I'm trying my best to help you out. When you say that you don't care, Miss Pearl, do you even feel like you need to have any kind of coverage in place for your children when you pass away?
Yeah, I want to leave them something, but I don't know. Like right now, I don't care.
Okay. Well, Miss Pearl, my heart is here for you and with you, and if you allow me to walk alongside you and walk you through the journey today, I can help you put something in place for your children. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here with you. I know your heart's hurting, but I'm going to help you out. So what we're looking at here, Miss Pearl, this type of coverage is whole life.